Hello everybody, this is the Lone Coder and welcome to a new React video. So today we're going to explore how we can create React native apps for mobile with an awesome framework known as Expo. Expo is great for abstracting away a lot of the low-level code that you need to create a React native app. So today I'm going to show you how you can create a quick app using the Expo CLI as well as an online web tool known as Expo Snack. So in order to use the Expo CLI, all you really need is to have Node and npm installed and have access to the npx command. And so I'm going to open up a terminal and I'm going to make this a bit bigger for you guys. And inside of here, all you have to do is type in npx Create Expo App. And as you're probably thinking, this is very similar to Create React App. And then you can do something like first Expo App. And as you can see, that's installing. So I'm going to skip ahead to where this is finished. So Create Expo App has finished making our first Expo app. So I'm going to change my directory into that. I called it first Expo app. And I'm going to list all of the files and directories. And I'm just going to open VS Code inside of this directory. So as you can see, this looks like a pretty typical React app, except it's actually React Native. And then we can edit this just like any other React Native app. So as you can see, inside of the app component, we have a view component and some text. And this is just the default Expo template that gets generated whenever you use Create Expo App, just like in Create React App. You get that very similar structure that serves as like a template for you to start building your app. So if we go back to the terminal and we look over here, it gives us instructions for running our app on the development server. So you can see that the first command listed is npm run Android, and the next we have npm run iOS and npm run web. And that just shows you that Expo is great for creating apps that can run on all platforms. And so for instance, if I run npm run Android, I'm actually going to get an error right now because I'm having some dependency issues and problems with the SDK and all that. So I can't actually show you what happens, but pretty much it's going to bring up a QR code directly inside of the terminal that you can scan with your phone on the Expo app. And so when you scan that QR code, it's going to access the development server on your Android or iOS device. But if you do npm run web, that's actually going to open up your browser and show the web equivalent of your app. So now I'm going to open Google Chrome and I'm going to show you the web version of Expo Snack. So that's going to be snack.expo.dev. And as you can see, it automatically generated a React Native app very similar to the one we get with the Expo CLI, and it automatically gave it the name Bad Chips. So if we just go up here and hit save, we're just going to save it as it is. Oh, my apologies. I thought this was just the default window for web when nothing's showing, but this is actually the app. As you can see here, it says change code in the editor, watch it change, and this is actually the app. So we can switch to Android if we want to. And you can see that it brings up this Android emulator powered by Appetize. And if we hit tap to play, I'm currently not logged in, so I'm just going to log into Expo to get rid of that there. Okay, so I created a quick Expo account, so I'm just going to do the same thing. Oh, okay, never mind. The problem is that the account level queue is filled. So let's go ahead and try it with iOS. Maybe it doesn't have that problem. Okay, that's full too. Okay, so now the preview queue is done, and as you can see, opened up that phone and installed the Expo app, and it is currently opening it up, and it will show our app in just a second. You ever have that moment when you do something alone and everything works fine, but then you go to make a video on it and something like this happens? Okay, finally the app has loaded, and so this is actually our Expo app running on an Android emulator. And so I'm not even going to bother with the iOS section. Just know that it's basically the same thing, and that just shows you that Expo apps, or just React Native apps in general, can run on all platforms. And so just to prove that this is working out, I'm just going to do something like I guess I'll just change this text to something like, this is my first Expo app, copyright The Lone Coder 2023. And so now if we save that, you can see that it's updating over here, and I hope that's big enough. I don't know if I can, okay, I can make it bigger, so I'm just going to do that a little bit. And now you can see this more up close, and it says this is my first Expo app, copyright The Lone Coder 2023. Normally that would be on the footer, but whatever. And so as you can see, Expo is a pretty awesome web app for you to develop React Native apps on. It does have some flaws, of course. VS Code is certainly way better because you have things like autocomplete and IntelliSense and all that great stuff. But if you just want to make a quick React Native app, then this is a wonderful tool. And actually, I'm just going to very quickly put this onto dark mode because that looks just horrible. Well, I couldn't find the dark mode settings, so I guess there goes that. But anyway, that is one of the best ways to create a React Native app, and that's with Expo. And so I highly recommend that if you are looking into creating mobile apps with React Native, you should definitely try out Expo and see how much it improves your development experience. So that includes today's disastrous video where we were having errors and all kinds of crap going on. But either way, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to have plenty of React and React Native content coming up soon, and so you're going to want to stay tuned into my channel to see that content as it comes up. So with all that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.